You say it's got nothing to do with the staff, it's got a lot to do with the players. And Rick just said the staff has been really good, not just you, but the whole group. For you personally, I remember this kind of got handed to you. It was kind of an experiment in training camp 2 years ago, and then they said, here, you're doing pretty good at it. So now you're in year 3. How have you grown as a coordinator?
And just understanding, what it takes to become a coach instead of being a player coach. And I mean that in a sense that some people struggle with the transition. We've seen great players not become the best coaches and they don't know how to differentiate the two. I feel like I found my common ground. I'm still going to be myself as far as personality-wise and things like that. And I think the guys on the field actually enjoy that, and it makes us the defense that we are. But at the end of the day, I understand that, as well as being a player coach, you got to have structure, discipline, and I actually know what you're talking about because guys are going to question that. And I feel like I've been able to grow within that pattern. So I think the best is still yet to come from myself as well as the team. And right now we're hitting on all cylinders, but, we still got room to grow, and that's all I'm looking forward to at this point.
Defensively, it feels like I remember we talked 2 years ago in 21, and all these young guys running around, missing tackles, doing things you didn't want them to do. How much of the success you're having now is a result of the growing pains you went through then?
I think that just comes with the puzzle. It's no different than a rookie coming in, right? He's learning the game, learning things, as far as adapting to the CFL. And I think it takes place also when you're learning a new defense, learning, the new standards and structure that a defensive coordinator may want. And, at the end of the day, I feel like the missed tackles and things like that, that's a part of the game that you got to be able to grow from. And when you start emphasizing those things, now you're seeing 11 and 12 guys in the screen. I think that speaks volumes for what that defense is and the mindset we're going into the games with. Our mindset is to be a dictating defense. And I've been speaking about that for the last year and a half. I don't want to be a counterpuncher. We're not Floyd Mayweather. So at the end of the day, we want to dictate and tell you what you can and can't do. And I think at this point right now we're playing and hitting that, and I feel like, we're still going to continue to grow up, grow in those areas.
And the point I was making is this league is such a quick fix league. Everybody brings in free agents. You got to win now. You were given an opportunity to grow. So are you seeing the fruits of that labor?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like, a lot of that goes to Rick and just one believing in me, feeling like I could put ourselves in a position to be successful as a defense, but also just the faith that the players have in myself. I think that's really when it speaks volumes. I've been a part of teams where you believed in your defensive coordinator, and we were one of the better teams in the league. And now that I see guys starting to, actually have confidence in what we're building and confidence in what we're doing, you're starting to see now that they're playing, like I said, as soon as the call goes in, they believe in the call, they have faith in the call, and we're getting the results we're looking for.
But actually, my question was the other way, like in terms of the players, right? Like you were given a chance to grow with, Banks was a rookie and Laddick was like all these young guys. And now, like, do you see the fruits of that labor, right? Like the young guys.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, anytime that you can grow within the same scheme and then be able to see, like I said, what the standard is going to be, at that point now, you start now flourishing as a player. And you're seeing those guys taking the next step. I think the best thing about our group is we have a good mesh of players. We have the super vets. We have the guys that are, the second and third year guys like Ben Laddick and so forth. And then you got the rookie guys that actually want to learn and be a sponge. And I feel like you have to have a good medium of all those things. So whether you got the TJ Lees and the guys that's been around for a while, or the Bola combos, and then also the Matthew Betts. But then at that point now, like I said, you got the younger guys that want to make sure they're not left behind. And now when you now put them in the same structure, now you're starting to see the defense that you're seeing now today.